Rolls-Royce. As you can see, it's traded under RR dot on LSE and it's RYCEY OTC, the American holdings. On daily time frame, Vtnr, though, you see inverted head and shoulders, 200 period moving average in around 236. That's a target. Flash at 83.15. That's an entry. Inverted head and shoulders implied target takes you up to around 260. That's a percentage increase from here of 216%. Wow, how'd you do better than that? Well, you go over and trade it in America and you take it from here or a little bit lower and it goes up to that flash there, 271%. That's nothing, because if you go to a weekly time frame and it really does break out and you really do get that move from the inverted head and shoulders, whoa, it could go all the way up 337%. Oh my god. ARKK, amazing potential trades on the go. Everybody who's trading this doing really well following trades point. Here's a bat harmonic reaction, then reversal, double bottom, continuation divergence, back above the center line, back above the 236 4-hour time frame, ascending triangle, back above a 200 period moving average, golden pocket, comes in line with a downward sloping trend line, 1 hour time frame. There's a flash back up at 122, prior high in the formation at 40.75. This is amazing. Paying attention to the weekly time frame, 200 period moving average back at 72. These are the places to aim for in an incredible trade. The 236 matches up with the golden pocket. The 236 here matches up with recovery and the golden pocket as our low on this move. And the harmonic. This is an amazing trade from TradeSpawn. This is an amazing trade. Point of order, the markets could absolutely wreck you at any moment. You never actually know what's going to happen, and so we're making a deal, you and I make these videos and you manage your risk. Remember, and hit that like button. Also, you're going to have to leave your comments for what ticker you want to see tomorrow down below, yo! AQST. Amazing trade, folks. Amazing trade. I'm currently in this one, but there's still a lot of chocolate left on this biscuit. Now, the reason I entered is because of this deep crab. Weekly time frame, you can see that the target comes in around the same place a 200 period moving average has showed up. Down to the daily time frame, you can see there's something else going down here. That's another deep crab. Another 200 period moving average to pay attention to, the 266. That's a golden pocket retracement. You've recovered to 236. You're holding that at the minute. That might be the exit for a current cover I've got on my long position, and the place for you to go long around 104, 107. Drop down again in the 4 hour time frame. It's 103 to 236. 200 period moving average is also a reason why this is where we found a limit at the minute, providing an opportunity here. There's a gap to be filled at 86, 87 cents. If you get there, I'd be looking for an entry with bullish divergence, filling this tiny gap on the 4 hour time frame, and potentially then moving back up to the 86 retracement, the lower side of this massive gap on here, and as we said, back up at the weekly time frame, also a 200 period moving average. Target one on this particular harmonic actually comes in around $4. There's also 469. Pay attention to those levels. Daily time frame, you can see 269, 258. That's where the 200 period moving average in the golden pocket comes in. Lots of targets. An amazing trade, folks. An amazing trade. AQST, manage your risk. Look for the best possible entry on that one. VTNR. Really interesting, this one. You've got a lot of different Fibonacci's on the go that have confirmed this is a Gartley. And as Gartley's work on all harmonics, you look for it to reach the PRZ, the potential reversal zone, and find a reaction. At that point, you might look for a terminal candle. Afterwards, you're really anticipating there being another test of that area and then a reversal. But there's a 200 period moving average at 842 above you on the daily time frame. If you push above that, I'd be questioning how far you can go, because you're in the bearish control zone and you're potentially putting in a bear flag at the minute. Drop down to the 4 hour time frame. You can see that you previously were divergent at this high. You faced a failure swing and an utter rejection in price action at that point. It caused a gap. The bottom side of that is also confluent with the 236 now at 8.98. You break above there, you'll be looking at around, taking it around to 1130, 1140 at the 200 period moving average on the 4 hour, and we'll check where that is in the 1 hour for confluence in a second. Potentially aiming for the golden pocket and thinking about filling this gap. You could even go much higher to a 1618 back here, 1618 here, and tuck it around $32, $33, even as high as 35. All these things are possible if this Gartley plays out and it keeps moving up. But I'd be very, very weary, because this was an utter rejection, and closing that gap and doing all this work at this stage on the 1 hour time frame. Like I said, where is that 200 period move? 1125, and it's moving down, and price action's below it, and there was a lot of volume confirming this rejection. So we'll see if you get back up here how the strength of that. The entry, if you're looking to take it, would be on lower term time frames, and only when this thing has started to put in some positive signs, which it hasn't done. 15 minutes, you're also really not seeing it with a rejection at the center line here. here, and the negative trend on Rycey Arkk Vtnr DMI looking like it's about to take over. It doesn't come with anything on the ADX, but you've already started that move down. A little bit of volatility then in advance back towards these areas, and then a potential trade to continue it up. If you break above the 236, aim for the golden pocket. You know, you can take that from $9 to say around 11.30, 11.20 potentially. And then if you manage your risk, there's a very clear areas to do it. And if we're looking at this back then and saying if it does go up, you could follow that with a stop loss and keep that trade then going. If it should continue to the top side price action, you'd be able to take advantage of it. But I'd be very wary of playing this without any form of stop loss, because there's a flash back down at 1.69, and there's a gap, a huge gap in around those levels that likely will be filled at some stage.